ladies and gentlemen. We got the Millie Goats. I'm AK. This is JBonez, special guest. We are here to talk some NFL picks for Week 7. We've got 14 games to pick from. We obviously did not concur for the Thursday night game. I think that would have been an easy take the Bengals because the Steelers cannot win on Thursday nights.
Run the tape. I think I told you last week. We made the pick.
Probably did
for Thursday night last Saturday.
I bet you, I would 100% guarantee that you did. Okay. Mike Tomlin does not have a losing record unless it's a divisional game on Thursday night. Then he can't win a football game to save his life.
Yeah, he's 0-9 now. Thursday nights on the road.
That guy stinks. Don't put him on Thanksgiving. Thursday game, divisional. Bet against
one of the worst losses to Joe Flacco I think I've ever seen.
DeMar
Hamlin, comeback player of the year, being the first, but
yes, good point. How can you not know that Jamar Chase is going to catch the football?
20
times?
What are you doing? 20.
He had half his throws were to Jamar Chase, literally.
If the Eagles don't employ the same plan again with AJ Brown,
burn
the city down.
Revenge game, though. Big time revenge game. Did the Eagles make the right call? We'll get to that. But JBonez is here. We just finished up a great late window of college football. We appreciate everybody tuning in. A lot of good football on there late for college, but we're here to talk about the NFL. And first, we got to recap last week. It was a 7-7 week, which brings our record overall to 46-44. So way better than Stanford Steve. So still winning. We started with the worst game I've ever seen. The Broncos, complete fraudulence. That I don't trust the Broncos to do anything away from their stadium. That we don't trust them anymore. The data's in.
Well, guess what? So, they're back.
Yep.
They're home this week.
They're home. And then the Rams against the hapless Ravens in a rain fest. We thought the Rams were good, but we thought the Ravens would actually cover the 7.5. They don't know how to use Derrick Henry, so we lost that.
If you told me the Rams were going to score 17 points, pick a side.
Yeah.
Rams plus 7.5 would have been pretty universal. Stu Huntley did make an appearance, so if nothing else, I got that right.
You did call that. Panthers nailed that one. The Colts and the Cards, this was the Jacoby Brissett revenge game. It was really out of our hands, so we missed that one. Colts minus 6.5, but that was a fluky game. The Jags, we picked the Seahawks plus 1.5 against the Jags last week. That seemed like a no-brainer. The Dolphins were plus 4.5 against the Chargers. You laid out a very nice case for that. The Chargers just hanging on by a thread. They did get some reinforcements back this week. Then we took the Steelers. No, we took the Browns plus 4.5 against the Steelers. And the Steelers decided to play that game. We got the Patriots minus 3.5 versus Saints last week. Cash that one. We took the Raiders minus 4.5 against the Titans. But now we're going to find a new system, dude, because they fired our guy. He was helping somebody. And then
took the 49ers.
I took, yes, let's set the record straight. I took the 49ers. If it hadn't been for Baker's ridiculous third down play and that absolutely howitzer he threw to Tez Johnson, we would have had that. But nonetheless. Then we took the Packers minus 14.5.
They stink.
They're
suck. Frauds.
I've been since the season started, I'm watching that. I'm like, everybody keeps telling me how good Jordan Love is. And every time I watch Jordan Love, I'm like, this guy is not that good. And the Packers are not that good. So, and then the
Nailed
Chiefs.
this one.
Nailed it. Yeah. This was, what an absolute rout this was. And the Lions, that was funny. They were big, man. And then the Falcons plus 3.5, we nailed that one.
Nailed it.
And then the Commanders, Jaden Daniels, you bum. Hang on to the football. Pretty simple.
Year of the fumble.
Yeah, seriously. And it is indicative of losing. I would love to go back and see, not just the turnover, but if you fumble.
I told you this last week.
You did. You're right. You did. I guess B. McCormick's here. So, as always, our guy, is here. Okay, so that was last week. That led us to a 7-7. But now we move to this week. We've got football in less than. I mean, look, we still have football going on right now, but we have football that starts tomorrow.
Here,
Hang on, let me reset this.
teacher.
Yes, please.
It
JBonez.
was 2 weeks ago. Teams are 22-2 if they win the fumble margin, not offset by interceptions. Went a step further. Last 5 years, you're getting like 1.6 interceptions per game per team.
Okay.
This year, 0.68. So they're not throwing interceptions anymore. They're afraid of the shell defense. Josh Allen would rather run all day than be a quarterback.
Don't say that to Mina Kimes. Shell defense. She'll say football needs to be canceled.
Damn.
Wasn't it last year somebody was calling for, was it Mel Kiper that said cover 2 needed to be or Tampa 2 needed to be canceled? I think
Tampa
it was
2's
her.
cover 3.
It was something stupid. But I mean, yeah, less interceptions. So
More fumbles.
more
More
fumbles.
blocked field goals. Got to still turn the ball over somehow.
Thank you, B. McCormick. He said, correction, the committee took the Niners. That's fact. Look, I always own up to it. I'm not going to lie.
No.
Okay.
You took the Niners and you owned it.
Yes.
You said you're going to take the
Well,
Niners
I call
despite laying out the path how the Bucs are going to win.
the committee is usually referred to as me from the other
Oh.
episodes where I make graphics with our logo and stuff on them, and it's really just me that makes the graphics, but I call it the committee. But now you know how the sausage is made. So, but
What's that lady's name
Mrs. Doubtfire.
on the playoff committee?
Oh gosh, Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah, the future Browns head coach.
Yeah, that's right. One time Browns candidate for the head coach. Okay, we actually we get a good football game allegedly on paper. A good football game between in London, home game for the Jags. 9:30 tomorrow. We get the Rams with no Puka Nacua flying overseas. The Jags, Trevor Lawrence coming off a loss, Rams coming off a win. Rams eyeballing the top spot in the NFC West again. No Puka. Jags trying to keep pace with the Colts. Jags plus 2.5. Am I crazy to think that this is the Jags?
Not crazy at all.
Rams without Puka Nacua. I don't know what the numbers
You
are,
can't trust
but
them.
I think the Jags defense wreaks havoc on Matt Stafford not being able to move in the pocket.
Oh, 100%. So this is the 42nd game played in London. Only the second time we've had two teams with winning records.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Get the coffee going. 100% you can't trust these Rams without Puka. Looking at the stats, all right. Target share, Puka, 65 targets. Next, Devontae Adams, 55. Drops all the way up to the dump offs to Kyron Williams. Tyler Higbee has 50. They don't have anyone else. They've got the Tutu Atwell save us in the fourth quarter throw.
Yep.
It's going to have to be a Kyron Williams run game. But this is a Jacksonville Jaguars home game. I mean, if ever a team's moving to London, it's Tony Khan taking them out of Jacksonville and moving them to London. So this is a home game. They know it. They know the routine. They get it. Rams were in Baltimore all week. I think until yesterday they didn't travel. They've been on a real long road trip. Jags outright.
I love it. I agree. Plus, what does Kyron Williams do? Fumbles the football.
You're the fumble.
Guess who gets a lot of turnovers? The Jags.
We said it was not sustainable last week because we weren't picking the Jags. Now that we're picking the Jags, it is sustainable.
Well, against a team that fumbled, that should be 5-1, but fumbled on the 1 yard line and fumbled when they clanged one off their face mask because Blake Corum couldn't catch a pitch.
Wow.
So
look at you. That's growth out of you.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, you're talking about how Salah schemed up those fumbles. Now you're finally coming around.
No, hey, I call it like it is. You give me a couple
2
of
weeks later.
Yes. Let the fan get out of me. Then I'll call it like it is. But yes, Kyron Williams fumbles, Blake Corum fumbles. Can they protect Matt Stafford without his little safety blanket? I don't think they can do it. I think I don't think this is going to have anything to do with Trevor Lawrence playing football. I think this is going to be the Jags defense.
Weather game, too.
Is it?
Worth. Yeah, the England rain.
But Liam Cohen, I don't like Liam Cohen. He's a little too quirky for me. But anyways, that's not about who I like.
Doesn't like Liam Cohen, so
true. And I'm a fan.
Carry his water. I get it. I see what you're doing.
Look, somebody's got to say it on these airwaves. Everybody wants to bend a knee to Liam Cohen. I could care less. You know what? His stupid little acronyms. Get out of here. Okay. Next game, the 1:00 slate. Here we go, baby. Spencer Rattler and the Saints on the road in Chicago to take on everybody's darling for whatever reason, the Chicago Bears, who are 3-2. The Chicago Bears are favored by 5.5. Caleb Williams and the Bears, they came out. They had some help from the Commanders last week, winning that game. The Bears are a run the football team. Okay? They can tell me that Caleb Williams has developed. They can tell me this and that. Last week, how they beat the Commanders is they handed the football to DeAndre Swift on the edge over and over and over again until they were in field goal range. The Saints, we don't know what they're doing. Spencer Rattler looks competent at times. Rashid Shaheed is awesome. Alvin Kamara, he's hurt. Is he not hurt? They like to run Kendre Miller. We don't know what their defense does. Kellen Moore, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I don't want to take the Bears at all.
Well, good, because I don't have any reason to take the Bears. You forgot. This is a show where we love calling out the revenge games. People forget Caleb Williams stole Spencer Rattler's job at Oklahoma, and then once he stole it, he bailed him with the USC. Spencer Rattler's going to make him another double revenge game. Dennis Allen. People forget. Saints head coach. But we're going to look here at, we know Caleb Williams loves to grind the tape. Grind so much tape that he blew off Troy Aikman Monday Night Football. Didn't go too well after that. Last 2 weeks.
Wait a minute. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I know that they were like,
Well,
Ben Johnson was mad because of, he was listening to the game the next day. And then
yep.
I didn't ever realize what happened.
He blew off Troy Aikman. The story being he got just lost in the sauce, working hard, grinding
so
away.
hard. The guy who didn't know how to watch film apparently last year is watching so much film now that he doesn't want to talk to Aikman.
I mean, that's a very savvy trick. If he just wanted to get that out there that he grinds film, blow off the announcer.
Gosh, that's
Spin Zone 101.
This guy. Anyway,
so here's the thing. Maybe the Bears just have a habit here of winning games 25-24. Did it last week, did it 2 weeks ago. Happens again tomorrow, Saints to the cover. I think this is going to be the easiest defense the Saints have played, and they've played well against defenses. They played well against the Seahawks. They played well against the Bills. Sneaky, hang around, another potential weather game. Saints
cover. I'm not saying they win, but they cover. Look, the Saints have two very capable backs. I'm not really sure.
And the Bears defense stinks. It's 32nd yards per play and 31st against the run.
Yikes.
Capable backs can have a day.
Yes. Which, again, they have. So, yeah. Oh, my gosh. They stink against the run. Bad. 31st. Not good.
Kellen Moore. Mission is Pound Rock.
Yep. Okay. 1:00. The Miami Dolphins and Tua calling out everybody. Leadership. Who's leadership? We don't know who leadership is, but somebody. He's, somebody's got to do something around here.
He's on first.
1-5 Dolphins. Also, if you're a coach wearing joggers, you're currently what? 1-11.
Yeah, it's not going well.
Got to get rid of the high-rise job. They look cool, great. But if you're 1-11 collectively, Aaron Glenn and Mike McDaniels have got to get on the phone and be like, look, only one of us can wear these at a time. We need to have some sort of face-off.
The kids aren't wearing joggers anymore. The algorithm's been hammering me. No more joggers. You got sweatpants. You got big legs. Joggers are dead.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, what Mike McDaniel should do is just go Jinko. Just go the opposite. Jinko on the sidelines for Mike McDaniels.
Okay. Or steal a play out of Sharon Moore's playbook and get like painter's jeans with put a hammer like right at the knee and like we're going to work.
steel-toe boots on the sideline.
I've been saying for 5 years that a guy like Bryce Harper should get cleats made to look like Timberland boots and get batting gloves made to look like work gloves, and it'd just be like the worker. Under Armour, free idea. Steal it from me. Brilliant.
Get his bat shaped like a jackhammer or something.
Yeah.
Boom.
Just carries a lunch pail.
Yep. Get his helmet painted like a hard hat. Get the Phillies to do an overall City Connect uniform.
Yeah. I mean, listen, their City Connects are already yellow, so this yellow Timberland line would mesh right. I mean, it's there. I don't know.
I like that.
You know, we got a matchup here of two Hawaiian left-handed quarterbacks.
First matchup of left-handed quarterbacks since 2009.
Well, hold on, let's think about this. Who was it? Byron Leftwich and
no,
Mike Vick?
Gosh, I have it saved. It was Mike Vick. Mike Vick was one of them. But I cannot remember who the other guy was off the top of my head. Hang on. I got it right here somewhere.
All right, the race is on.
All right, I got it.
Eagles.
Chris Sims. Chris Sims.
You know Chris Sims and Kyle Shanahan have matching tattoos on their ankle?
Yes, I heard that.
So
Demo says Rattler looked good when he went head-to-head in the best in the league, Drake May. This guy. B. McCormick says Jerome Ford anytime touchdown plus 550. Okay, now look.
Take it. Hold on. Write that down.
Write it down.
Ford touchdown.
Let's go. This guy. So this game, like you said, the lefties 1-5, both of them. There's going to be so much wind at this game. It's going to be
outrageous. See either one of them. Uso Bowl.
Yes, it's going to be the Quinshawn Judkins, Ollie Gordon / Devon Achane extravaganza. So
I think this one's easy. It's the Browns defense at home.
Yes. Yeah, we don't really need this. The Browns defense is the only defense worth a crap in the AFC North, by the way. That division is complete fugazi. You know, that's just a fact.
Well, it's funny watching all these headlines kick up from when the Bengals fired Terrell Austin, for a streak of like 5 games in a row, giving off 1 billion yards. It's like the same. He's running the same storylines back as when he was the Bengals DC. People forget Robert Flores was in the building and that dummy Mike Tomlin picked Terrell Austin.
Mike Tomlin, dude, he was so mad that they traded them to the bank. That's just an awesome, like, two Ohio teams that were just like, you know what? Let's mess with the Steelers. Let's just make a trade just to piss Tomlin off.
I could picture the type of Yinzer that'd be spazzing about these kind of trades. It's illegal.
Incredible. This is collusion. No, it's not, dude. Stop.
It's
Joe Flacco, for goodness sakes. Don't double, like.
The Bengals edited the contracts.
Unbelievable. Browns -2.5 over the Dolphins. The Dolphins are, what a show. What a show they are. The next 1:00 game, the Chiefs host the Raiders. -12.5 in favor of the Chiefs at 3-3, who everybody now is saying that they're the best team in the league, this and that, blah, 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 blah.
What do you mean now? What do you mean now?
Well,
this show said it 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. This is, I can't stand them. They're getting Rashee Rice back. Okay, obviously. The Raiders, Geno's, this could be bad. This could be very bad. Ugly. I don't really like taking anything more than 10, but this
has Lapper written all over it.
Geno Smith throwing the football the way he is right now, this is going to be ugly. Do we trust the Chiefs to get the 12.5?
Yes. I didn't even put any notes down.
Is there any revenge narrative?
Play.
Pete Carroll.
The Raiders putting Kermit the Frog out there last year and then getting massacred after it. It's like weird. They annoy Patrick Mahomes.
Should the Raiders start? Because Brock Bowers is out again too, I think, and Jacoby Myers is questionable.
That's too not good to them.
So the Chiefs are getting everybody back. Oh my gosh, it's just a lot of times it's a divisional game. But should the Raiders pull a curveball here and start Aiden O'Connell, the Chief?
Kenny Pickett took a knee in the Super Bowl last year.
Is he on the Raiders now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Chiefs revenge game against the guy that took the knee against them in the Super Bowl. There you go. There's your narrative.
No, they have to. Aiden O'Connell, if he hadn't taken that ball off the chest, remember?
The other
Oh,
AOC.
man. The Chiefs' defense is pretty good. The Chiefs' offense is actually really rounding into form as well. This is going to be ugly. We're not even going to waste any time. Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to win the AFC West. It's just the way it is.
Chiefs Eagles
Okay.
Super Bowl rubber match. They
I
tell you
don't
every
want to
week
see
until
that
it
again.
happens.
I don't want to
Well,
see that again.
finish the story. That's how this stuff works. Trilogies, baby.
Well, they already started filming the Chiefs. You know what I mean? So there's some sort of revenge game is up for, the Taylor Swift stuff and all that, whatever.
We got
So,
in-season Hard Knocks coming up, NFC East. So the Eagles are just kind of, doing a little vacation here. You see champions do. The Dodgers did it the entire regular season of baseball. Get to the playoffs, turn it on. Eagles are just waiting for the lights to kick on.
holy cow.
Hard Knocks.
By the way, Shohei Ohtani.
Not everyone can keep him in a box like the Phillies. So
God almighty, dude. 10 strikeouts and 3 home runs. It's like a creative player on MLB. Unbelievable. Also,
like Babe
updates.
Ruth.
Stanford is beating the wheels off of Florida State.
I know
Is
the
there a
offensive
bigger
coordinator.
fraudulent win than the Florida State Seminoles haven't won an ACC game in over a year. That's pretty remarkable. They're 0-3 right now in the ACC. Never mind.
Wild. The last time they won an ACC game, they were undefeated, getting robbed from the college football playoff.
Yes, which was over. And I'm kind of mad that Memphis lost because I really wanted Memphis to make the playoff before Florida State. Just for Mike Norvell's, I left Memphis to go to Florida State to have a chance to make the playoff, and then the team I left is actually in the playoff. But they lost to UAB because Trent Dilfer got fired, and we forgot the new coach bump. Damn it!
You know who the new coach is?
Chris Mortensen's son.
Yeah, how about it?
This show knows football, and we know reporters. We know football reporters. Ah, love it.
It's funny you say that because I was looking at the scoreboard today and I went, "Oh, Cincinnati's ranked. I'll be damned. Luke Fickell shouldn't have left."
And the guy who took over for him. Wait a minute.
Isn't he an App State guy?
Yeah, it's Satterfield.
Yeah, you know him.
I mean, yeah, he was. He looked at me whenever I went into the quarterbacks room because Coach Moore sent me to the quarterbacks room for a spring, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing in here?" And I was like, "I don't know. Coach Moore sent me in here."
Did
And I
bring a lunch
sat,
pail.
and I sat there, and I just we watched film, and I threw a couple passes in practice, and it was great. First one I threw straight into the dirt, came out of my hand,
funny.
really bad. Speaking of quarterbacks, 1:00. The Eagles, 4-2. Everybody, oh my God, what's wrong with the Eagles? They do this every year. What's wrong with the Eagles? Oh no. Going to the Minnesota Vikings, 3-2. JJ McCarthy may be healthy. We don't know. Eagles, are they going to pull the Jamar Chase, throw the ball to AJ Brown 400 times? Are they going to run the football? Is Jalen Hurts going to actually perform against the blitz? He hasn't really been doing that well this season. But the story is Kevin O'Connell pulling out all the stops. You know this show loves a revenge game. And here we have the Carson Wentz versus Jalen Hurts revenge game. Did they make the right call? Bowl. No. Don't Kirby Smart. Are you giving me an applause? Round of applause? Kirby Smart style?
Did you see Lane Kiffin?
No.
He called a timeout. They gave it to him, and he went like this. And he said, "I was clapping," and then he just was just joking the referee. But
Lane Kiffin is good for college football. Go ahead.
2022 was the Carson Wentz revenge game, and the Eagles turned it off at 24-0 and won the game 24-8. Carson Wentz, 200 yards. Loser energy. The Super Bowl videos are kicking back up. Boys like crying after the Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2017. The guy's a loser. You saw him in England 2 weeks or Ireland, wherever they were playing against the Browns. Ugh. Stinks. Loser. Nick Sirianni's 0-8 against the NFC North. They're going to put it all together. Too much. People, the Dana Reese's of the world chirping out about the A.J. Brown trade. He ain't getting traded. The cap is too big. It's never happening. He's out there doing karate with Cooper DeJean at practice the other day. Vibes are high. This team's had an extra rest. People forget they played 80 plays in 90-degree weather 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they couldn't finish a game against the Broncos. So what? They had a short week on crappy turf, and half the team went, "I'm not going to get injured." Quinn Mitchell's back. Jalen Carter's going to play. The Eagles are laughing. Vibes are high, rolling right through the Vikings.
I don't trust the Vikings. I know Kevin O'Connell is a good coach. I don't trust the Vikings. I just
trust Carson Wentz.
Yes. So, but the Eagles do this every year. They have to manufacture their own drama when you have that much talent. Like, I'm not an idiot. I watch a lot of football. Like,
So
they
the
do
Vikings
this
have any regrets?
for what?
Sam Darnold, they let walk out the door. Aaron Rodgers sat there with puppy eyes all summer, like, please, 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 I'll play for you, please. Like, no, we got JJ McCarthy.
We watch a lot of football. JJ McCarthy never had to do anything at Michigan. Okay.
No.
He had Jim Harbaugh and a defense that may or may not have been illegal, but was absolutely
Offense,
electric.
too.
Do what? Yeah. Well, I mean,
remember the TCU game?
His ball, yes. His job was to not turn the football over. That's it. He had to do nothing else. They run it 100 times. The defense would get stops and just smother everyone, and don't turn the ball over. So JJ McCarthy, we never got to see him actually play quarterback, really, in my opinion.
No, there's this like streak of guys. Like, no offense, Trey Lance being a third pick in the draft after he played like 20 plays in college was kind of weird. You got Zach Wilson rolled out to the left and threw to the right at its pro day, became a first round pick. Caleb Williams is a baby crying in the stands, never won a big game in college. Somehow is the best player in the draft, got picked early. I don't know. It's a lot easier than they make it look. So maybe JJ
Well, Kevin O'Connell, who made didn't he make Nick Mullins? I mean, Kyle Shanahan did the same thing with Nick Mullins, but he revived Sam Darnold. I mean, I don't know. They make the Kevin O'Connell offense look that inept that's impressed. I'm actually impressed that he doesn't have wide open, that he's made it look this hard.
I wonder if Jamar talks to his old buddy, Justin Jefferson, and we see a similar rollout with that. That could be concerning.
BMO regarding the Chiefs game. Is Rice anytime TD an Immortal Coast Soul Creamery lock of the week? Andy Reid force a TD to show they have the criminals back. Oh, everybody's getting a touchdown. You could bet everybody on the team to score touchdowns for the Chiefs tomorrow.
I bet someone else besides Patrick Mahomes throws a touchdown tomorrow.
A Ludicone?
I don't know who. It could be Pacheco.
Is it Gardner Minshew? Minshew's the backup in case.
I'm not talking backup. I'm talking. Talking funny business.
You're talking the old
Maybe I should stop talking. Maybe they just get such a lead. The Macco comes in, throws one too, and I go, "Hi, I was right." But no, I think you're getting a funny business touchdown out of them. But yeah, I like Rashee Rice. 2 score. Then here's a funny one. Dallas Goedert is not only the security blanket for the Eagles, but like red zone machine right now, and he's like 6th, 7th down the list of best odds. Go take Dallas Goedert because the tush push is kind of like getting quelched a little bit. So they're doing like weird pitches out and like tight formations and shuffles, and Dallas Goedert touchdown tomorrow. That's a lot.
He has a touchdown in 4 straight games, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know why the odds don't. I mean, you're getting value, take it.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So Eagles -2.5. Next 1 o'clock game. The Panthers, baby. 3-3. 0-3 on the road, 3-0 at home. Don't want to play Panthers in Charlotte. They're -1.5 at the 0-6 Jets. The Justin Fields circus. The joggers on the sideline. The Jets, they are piss poor. They threw for what, -10 yards last week against the Broncos in London. Breece Hall trade rumors. The Panthers with the Rico Dowdle experience. Can Bryce Young and the Panthers go in there and cover the 1.5? This is an absolutely the Jets get their first win against the Panthers, don't they?
So I've been on both sides of this.
Okay, let's hear it.
Panthers are the 3rd worst first half differential. like minus 50 some points in the first half. But they have 8 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. The Jets have 7 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, despite only having 4 touchdowns in the first 3 quarters. So we got a situation here. Neither of the teams knows how to script an offense, come right out, set a tone, and go from there. It's like kind of just fart around for a while and then steal one at the end. So if originally I'm going, well, this is the perfect situation for the Panthers in the games they lost, they didn't have that luxury. They get it now versus the Jets. And then I continue thinking, and I'm like, if we're in that predicament where this thing's slogging along and it's 6-6 in the fourth quarter and with negative 10 passing yards, why not bring Tyrod Taylor out? See what he can do. Reignite the offense. So for that reason,
do you want me to use
Siri's talking about something now, igniting an offense. I'm going to get locked up for the Anarchist Cookbook. Tyrod Taylor saves the Jets. We don't ever see Justin Fields again on the NFL football field.
So you think Jets plus 1.5?
Yep.
I think this. The interesting thing about the Panthers game is they win this game. Their next game is at home against the Buffalo Bills. They'll be 4-3 if the Panthers win. And the Bills come to town, the ultimate revenge game, Sam Martin versus the Bills. And the Bills don't lose at home. Panthers with a chance to get to 5-3, which would be hilarious. By the way, the Jets are averaging 175 yards passing per game, the absolute worst in the league. So, and you can run the football on the Jets. So, but
if not now, when? Teams don't go 0-16 anymore.
No. I think they get a gritty, the under. I don't know what the under is, but probably the under, right?
10.
Yikes.
Kidding. The over-under is currently 41.5 with money on the under.
Knocker. Jets plus 1.5, right?
Yeah, a little.
Oh, B. McCormick says Rice for double TDs.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna add that.
Rice.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
A 2 TD game. We're going back to Goddard.
Oh.
So far, Jerome Ford, Rashee Rice for 2 and Goddard for 1. That's our show parlay.
I like
BMO's
that.
still awake. Maybe he's got a little something cooked up too.
Say it, BMO. Say it with your chest. Oh baby. The next game. 4-2 Patriots on the road at the Tennessee Titans. Are we going to get a tribute video to Mike Vrabel? I'm coming home. Cue the Call of Duty. I'm coming home. Patriots minus 7.5. Head into
wild.
Oh my!
He couldn't. He gets hired by an AFC team and didn't even get to see the guy that replaced him.
Yes. Do you think they did that on purpose? Because they couldn't stand it.
The juice? I don't know.
Yeah. But we're
like McCoy. He's silly.
We're up against something here because we spent the entire day watching the new coach bump in college football wreak havoc. But
Penn State win?
No, they lost barely. 25-24.
Oh man.
I put Iowa on upset.
The Bears? They play the Bears?
Who? Penn State?
Yeah, 25-24.
Yeah, they played Iowa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they were never going to go to Iowa and win, right? I mean, it's a hard place to win.
It is one of the greatest traditions of football, too. Oh, look at that. B. McCormick's building a tight end. He goes Hunter Henry, Goddard, Kelsey.
Are we a week early? Isn't next week tight end week?
Oh, yes.
Hold on.
So the Patriots with the Drake May show, the Kayshon Boutte, making all the catches, the Ramondre Stevenson, is he going to get? Are they going to play Travion Henderson? We don't know. But the Patriots with their revamped offensive line, protecting Drake May, making some plays, Stephon Diggs into the fold, stable of running backs. Titans firing their coach right before this game, probably on purpose. Do we think the new coach bump? Calvin Ridley's out, by the way. So fire up your AO miners. So Cam Ward said he was now going to be able to do what he wanted to do or something along those effects. Do we see Cam Ward cook this game against the Patriots and the Titans get to 2-5? The Titans are 7.5-point underdogs. So I don't know what to do with this. There's a revenge game / new coach bump game. We're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do we trust the Patriots to be that big of favorites right now?
Mike McCoy versus Mike Vrabel. Chargers Titans split. McCoy won by 8. Vrabel won by 3, for what it's worth. I mean, I think the whole world was ready to just say, like, Titans by 50. And then you look at the public numbers, and it backs it up. Right now, am I looking at Titans?
Yeah.
Patriots, yeah, 75%. Not great. Not great.
75% on the Titans?
No, the Patriots, because it's the Vrabel beatdown. I think the interim coach energy is great. And here's where I want to focus. Yes, the Patriots look good, but they still can't run. And I think that's a problem. Drake May looks like the real deal. However, on the other side of the ball, the Patriots defense ranks 30th in opponent completion percentage and 31st in yards per attempt. Cam Ward's going to be able to throw. Titans are coming off 3 straight dome games. Not a great spot here, especially in a potential weather situation. Looking at it right now, likely thunderstorms, 16-mile-an-hour winds. So maybe the Patriots defense can get a little bit of a bump. They don't have to be great. I just think they win, don't cover situation. Titans plus 7.5. Give me that hook.
I think so. I think he wants to blow them out. He said there you go. Next week is National Tight End Sunday.
Yeah, that's going to be every freaking tight end on the board, round robin style.
Let's go.
Build up that bankroll for next week to get stupid.
Titans plus 7.5. I like it. We move to the afternoon slate. The New York Football Giants off their Super Bowl and the greatest week they possibly could have had because they beat the Eagles, the Cowboys lose, and the Commanders lose. So Giants right back in the swing of things, right? Jackson Dart, Scattaboo, the frat boys or whatever they call themselves, heading to Denver, where the Denver Broncos are 6.5-point favorites at 4-2. And in Denver, this defense is absolutely ferocious. Getting after the quarterback. The numbers for the Broncos defense at home compared to on the road, and even on the road, it's really good. I don't care about Bo Nix. You could sit there and tell me about Bo Nix. Could care less. Their offense is fairly anemic. As far as I'm concerned, it looks clunky. Every time I watch them play, I'm like, their defense is going to have to win the game. I don't care who's calling plays. So the question is, actually, this is not a question. The Giants really aren't doing anything well on offense other than handing the ball to Scattaboo. Jackson Dart, wasn't there a graphic, something about Jackson Dart and Daniel Jones, like their first couple of games there or something? I don't know. But
Jackson Dart has fewer yards per play than Russ Wilson did.
That's what it was. There's something about a quarterback that was playing there before him that it wasn't that great. So, but his swagger, so on and so forth.
Yeah. The Giants are going to kill a lot of teasers tomorrow.
You can't.
This tease it up to 12.5, and they're just going to get boat raced.
This is easy, right?
Yeah, you know what? Put another one on here. Ready for this?
Let's go.
Buckle up. Get your DraftKings open. Cam Sutton touchdown. It's Demarius Thomas Ring of Honor Day. He mentored him in his rookie season. They're buddies. Back in the house. Cam Sutton's out.
Cortland Sutton, you mean?
Oh, yeah, what I say? Cam Scattaboo together.
You mixed.
Yeah. Got Scattaboo in mind.
Does Scattaboo get the buff from Arizona State beating Texas Tech, though, today? Ole Miss lost, though.
Guns up.
Ole Miss lost. So
they choked.
Sad.
They choked.
They didn't score in the fourth quarter. Lane Kiffin
missed it. Did you see it? First down, he had a guy wide open right across the middle. He just missed him. And they did like weird check downs, and then they choked. It was a choke job.
Choke.
which is good. That
This
too makes me
number's
nervous for Penn State. I don't want to see Lane Kiffin at Penn State. Any other
their
coach?
list, dude. Shout out Indiana. Signetti, would he go to Penn State? Nope. $11.5 million. There you go. You're staying here, pal.
Record time re-signing him.
As soon as
I don't
James
know who
Franklin,
they get.
Signetti's a good coach, dude.
Yeah.
He's a good coach.
I don't know who Penn State think. Marcus Freeman, there's no chance leaves Notre Dame.
No way.
He'll get paid.
Hey, John Gruden.
John Gruden said he wants to coach in the SEC though. So if any SEC team, who we have so far, Arkansas. Auburn's about to fire him. Napier's out.
Well, that's everybody's like, oh, they're going to go to. Why would you go to Penn State if you're the guy from Vanderbilt? Why?
He's not going. He's a Vanderbilt guy.
Why would
Matt
you go?
Rule stinks.
Oh, God, Nebraska! Don't get them out of my face. Get them out. Get them out.
Fat Mahomes.
That guy.
He did the throw.
He did a left-handed throw. He threw it while he was falling down. Like he's trying.
Yeah.
It's basically he's not even. He doesn't care if he wins or not. It's just like how many highlights can I get to look more like that guy?
And then he bitches when they compare him. He says, I'm Dylan Raiola.
I'm my own guy.
No, you're not. You are cosplay Patrick Mahomes. Can't wait for the Chiefs to take him in the 8th round.
Patrick Matown Holmes.
Patrick my apartment.
Patrick my timeshare. Okay, so the Broncos cover 6.5, no doubt about it.
Patrick my garage loft.
Hold on. What? Patrick my assisted living. Hold on, let me look at the. Wait a minute. Did the Giants stop the run at all? No.
I don't care. No.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just
Broncos
take the Broncos. Trust the Broncos at home. Just do that. We can do that. Next game. Ooh.
Favorite game of the week.
AFC supremacy game here. Shane Steichen, Danny Dimes, Jonathan Taylor and the boys, 5-1, atop the AFC. Plus 1.5 point underdogs at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers are getting some help back, I think. They're getting Khalil Mack and Joe Alt back. No Omarion Hampton or Najee Harris. Obviously not Najee. But Chargers won a barn burner last week. Who'd they play?
Dolphins. Stole it.
That's right. Yep. Justin Herbert at the end. That's right. He made a really good play at the end.
Yeah.
Colts underdogs. They are the more complete team, in my opinion, right now. It's just me.
Disagree.
Okay.
They got injuries. They got injuries in the secondary.
Oh, Charvarius Ward, he's out. They put him on IR before the game. He got knocked out by somebody before the game.
And I think we got to start looking at who you beat. If this is college football, the Colts' resume is poo-poo. They haven't beat a real team yet. And here's why Chargers is my favorite pick of the week. Because
this is the JBonez.
They're taking data and using it to upgrade. They looked and saw what they had in front of them. They had a shoddy run game and Swiss cheese in the O-line. And they made a shift in their passing scheme. Go back to week 1. Justin Herbert's average depth of target air yards traveled, 10.1 yards. So he's getting the ball down the field.
Right.
The pressure's getting there. The line can't protect him. They don't have a run, so the defense is coming after him. However, last week against the Dolphins, took a page out to his book, all the way down to 5.8 air yards. You go back 2 weeks ago when the offensive line was really hurt, it was as low as 3. So, what's his name? Roman? The old Ravens OC?
Yep. Oh, Greg Roman?
Greg Roman's improving this team. They finally have a sweet spot, I think, for Herbert. It also took away, what we saw in those weeks 2 through 4, 2 through 5, is when they're still trying to force the ball down the field and the blitzes are coming in. Herbert was running more. And I think I said here, he's going to die on the field. This isn't sustainable. So now he's sitting in the pocket, getting the ball out quick, hitting his targets, and making it work. Joe Alt, back. Colts DBs, injured. Chargers win. Colts are now 5-2, and maybe this thing's gonna start to look like a real standings when you start looking at it and going, "Is this 2015?"
Love it. But that's the resurgence of Lad McConkey too. The past few weeks, McConkey has been going off. He's the guy.
He's right there. Boom.
Yep, exactly. That makes sense. The correlation makes sense. And I agree with you on let's look at who people have played, because the Bills have played one of the worst schedules ever. And they were 4-0, and then they started playing teams with not losing records, and they keep losing games. So
how is Josh Allen still having MVP? Like,
I don't get it,
he's
man.
literally copying the Jalen Hurts stat sheets, and somehow they're still out there. Schlobin is not. He got his MVP last year. Everyone, we can chill on the Josh Allen love.
Well,
he stinks right now. He's kind of a bum.
Yes. Well, he said his wife. He came out with a quote where his wife said he said he was talking to his wife and quote, I'm more than just a football player now. And I'm like,
yeah, she saw the Pizza Hut commercial. He's got something.
Why would she want him to say that though? That's what I don't understand. We had people on our YouTube. They were like, "This sounds like a shut up and just dribble comment." I'm like, "No, it's your craft. Everything you have worked for is to play football." And your wife comes along and says, you don't need to focus on that. What? Why would you're supposed to elevate.
Yoko Allen.
Like,
listen,
goodness.
I said this in March. All right. Josh Allen's giant and can't complete the tush push. And what was he doing after they lose? He's out gallivanting some other country, running out with his wife. Red carpets, getting cucked by Michael B. Jordan. Patrick Mahomes lost the Super Bowl, and he, like 2 days later, tweeting Instagram himself at the gym. All right. AJ Brown 2 weeks later in the gym. Like, these guys taking their craft serious. Josh Allen, I don't know. I don't know about him. He doesn't want to throw it. He doesn't want to be a real quarterback. How about the whole epidemic right now? The league cannot get 3rd and 1 converted at all. There's one team that can do it. Teams are fumbling it. Teams are getting stuffed. Teams are trying to do something creative and just turning the ball over.
Well, I love the evolution of the NFL, and you have to watch it. Like, look at the teams that are kind of at the top. You know, the Colts, like, they're a run first because everybody
pound the rock.
Everybody went to the Shanahan, Mike McDaniel. Let's get everything. Let's put the run game to the perimeter and get the ball out on the edge. So what did everybody do on defense? They started drafting these rangy linebackers, 3-4 guys, long, skinny, kind of can run, and then everybody's got a defense full of these long, rangy guys. Well, now the people who have the running backs and the offensive line to just bulldoze you, those are the Eagles last year. Like, hand the ball off, we're going to cram it down your throat. Everybody's built their defense to stop the sideline to sideline. Now the coming right at you is what's winning games, in my opinion. So
yeah, Eagles fix that interior line is going to open things up. Right now they got defenses that can play the second safety back a little bit, make it difficult to throw. They had the turnover with Mekhi Becton going to LA, and Dickerson had knee surgery, so like they'll figure it out. But the teams that are going to run the ball up the gut, just grind it out and pound rock.
Yeah, well, the 49ers have the 2 quarterbacks that lead the league in passing yards per game. They can't run the football.
Did McCaffrey get a rushing touchdown last week?
He did. He finally got one.
So
we still don't have an interception, I don't think, though.
Ooh. There's another team, isn't there?
That I don't know. I know
the Jets. The Jets got one too, I think, last week.
So the 49ers don't have an interception. Okay. It's like the longest streak in NFL history. It's like 13 games or something.
Well, to be fair, they're playing with San Jose State players. And
that's true. That's awful. Speaking of the NFC West, I love this. I don't know is Kyler Murray playing or not. I don't know.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is either. I haven't. Now, Josh Jacobs, there was rumors that he might not be playing. If the Packers lose Josh Jacobs, they're in trouble, in my opinion, because then it's going to put it on Jordan Love. And I'm sorry. I've seen enough Jordan Love. He's good. He doesn't elevate everybody around him. So I'm sorry. Kyler Murray remains out.
Questionable.
Yep. Jacoby Brissett will start. Is this a revenge game somehow for Jacoby Brissett? He doesn't look like it.
Josh Jacobs practiced on Friday. He's playing.
Yeah, but he was sick. He had like an illness. So
yeah, but he practiced on Friday. LP, FP. I see FP on Friday. I lean towards playing.
Okay. I believe you.
Despite all that, though, I don't trust the Packers for a second.
Me either. So we're going to click it simultaneously.
There was a travel delay. It took them they sat around for 5 hours today as they flew out to Arizona. So that could not be ideal. Here's the real reason I like the Cardinals plus 6.5. 2-4. Okay. Those 4 losses, 3 of them they had a lead in the fourth quarter. The fourth they were tied. So yeah, give me a team that can play a close game plus 6.5. Now I know a couple weeks ago we said you take the bump the first week you get the backup quarterback, and even though we didn't take Brissett last week, this continued uncertainty makes it a little bit challenging for the Packers because it's 2 entirely different offenses when Kyler's out there, when Jacoby's out there. So,
but I think there's a level of predictability to this for the Cardinals. Like you said, every game they've played in has been like a 1-score game. Like they've lost 2 or 3 games on last-second field goals.
So yeah, they've had the lead in every game this year.
And the Packers are still a young team too. Like, and they turn the football over. So, I don't know. I hate that I'm sitting here like every time I get a chance to beat up on the Packers, I do, but I just watch them play and I'm like, this is not the juggernaut that everybody sells me, that they want us. It's what the media does, what sports media does. They want to prop up Jordan Love and Caleb Williams to be the MVPs. And I watch them play and I'm like, are they watching? Like, and the Cardinals' run defense is actually pretty good. It's 13th. They only allow about 100 yards a game. So they can stymie, at least to some degree, what the Packers want to do. And they have 4 interceptions on the year. So I don't know. I think Jordan Love turns the ball over in this game. In my opinion. Cardinals plus 6.5. I love it. Okay, next. Commanders at the Cowboys. NFC East. Commanders coming off a terrible loss. Cowboys coming off a terrible loss. CeeDee Lamb is back. Terry McLaurin is out still.
Debo is out.
Whoa. Okay. So, Jaden Daniels show. Can he look? This is how I judge everybody because everybody does to Brock Purdy. Can Jaden Daniels win without all of his guys? And if he can't, then he sucks too, because that's the formula I've been told. Right? The Brock Purdy formula is if you're elite and all your guys are out and you don't win, you suck. So, I don't believe that the Commanders should be favored in this game. I think this is a game where this game might be 45-43. Do you agree?
Yeah. The only thing looking at the schedule for the Commanders is it gets serious after this game. They got the Chiefs, Seahawks, and Lions lined up after the Cowboys. So it's kind of like I don't call it a must win, but it's a must win. However, I think we saw Monday Night Football. You should be able to run on the Bears, and they weren't able to run on the Bears because they weren't able to throw. And I think they were nervous to throw. They weren't calling a lot of passing plays because they don't necessarily have a wide receiver to catch them. You can knock them all you want. I think it's too many injuries, and these are injuries that we talked about having Terry McLaurin back 2 weeks ago. It's like the mental load here of figuring out how your guy back, and he's not back. All this start-stop. Meanwhile, CeeDee Lamb comes back. George Pickens looks like what he should have looked like for the last 5 years in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Cowboys, outright.
Revenge game. Dan Quinn.
Ooh.
I agree. I think the Cowboys win this game. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be an awesome, the Cowboys, it's going to be a fireworks show. That's what it is. I love how the Steelers we're looking for wide receiver talent, and it's like, what? I want to put out a tweet, be like, I hear the Cowboys, they're looking to get rid of George Pickens. Maybe the Steelers could, they could use a guy like George Pickens.
Yinzers are a weird bunch. There's social media clips trending of I miss the good old days. What do you think the Steelers faithful are thinking about the good old days? What are the highlights you think?
It's got to be the Jerome Bettis stuff, right?
Yeah, you'd think, right? No, it's Roethlisberger throwing passes to Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell running in.
They didn't do anything.
No, they lost the Jags in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, like what are we talking about here?
The good old
Sunday
days.
night. Chris Collinsworth, the foul.
Just do what you're gonna do.
Oh, this is out without it. George Kittle's back. George Kittle's back. Pearsall's still out. George Kittle's out. George Kittle's back. Fred Warner's out. That sucks.
Is George Pearsall injury prone? George Pearsall.
George Kittle?
No, Pearsall.
Oh, Ricky Pierce. Well,
yeah, he had the injury last year.
Probably that's taking a okay. We have a question from Asher. Should I play Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt or DeAndre Swift at RB2 in PPR? Wowzers. I
don't think we took either of those teams, did we?
No.
Saints.
I think
take Bill because it's not raining.
Oh, that's true. Weather game in Chicago. Bill has a fumbling problem, though. There's a risk there. That's tough.
I knew I had nothing informative to bring to the table regarding Sunday Night Football. However, I would be remiss if I didn't share 86% of the betting public is on the Falcons.
Which means we love this pick in the Niners, don't we?
Which means we love the Niners.
Yes, we love the Niners. Mac Jones is starting. Brock Purdy's still out. Look, this is a must-win for the Niners. They can get to 5-2. That would be awesome, given all the circumstances. I don't trust the Falcons.
Don't travel. Yeah.
They don't travel. Bijan's awesome, but, Penix, he's not Baker. It took Baker heroics to win that game against the 49ers. And I'm not just saying that like tongue in cheek. I'm dead ass serious whenever I was watching.
I felt pretty in control the whole time. And you talk about having no weapons. Baker is the prototypical, I don't have weapons, I'm going to still go out and win.
Yeah. Oh, Baker was awesome. Yeah, right? So, the Falcons, can Bijan and Drake London do that again on the road? I don't know. And can we trust the Falcons? They got throttled by the Panthers 30-0. Like, that was their last road game, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. So, I don't know. The Falcons, I don't know. So, we're going to take the Niners minus 3.5 because that's a 5-2 football team if I've ever seen one. Segue. Baker, another doubleheader on Monday night. What are we doing?
A good doubleheader, though.
Yes, but I do
because
recap
it's
shows.
7 and 10. Oh, well, you do a halftime show.
I'm going to have to do a halftime show for the second game.
I like this way better than doing two games at the same time.
That is true. I would take this. Baker, MVP favorite, Bucks.
Shout out to anyone that listened to us last week because he went from 14-1 to like 3-1 in one game.
Yes. Oh, he is without a doubt. Bucks are 4.5 point dogs on the road in Detroit. Buccaneers don't have anybody. Wait, is Mike Evans playing?
Mike Evans is practicing. Yeah.
Okay, Mike Evans might play. That would be a huge boost to the receiving corps. Still no Bucky Irving, but the Lions coming off an absolute drubbing. I think they suspended
Brian Branch.
Correct, and I think they're having other DB trouble. So you're thinking, oh, there's no way the Bucs can go in there and compete. Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. Can we trust the Bucs to do the magic again, plus 4.5 on the road against the Lions team that just got absolutely embarrassed? Dan Campbell's going to have them biting kneecaps all over the place. What say you?
Terran Arnold out, Avonte Maddox out, Brian Branch suspended.
Yikes. Bet the over.
Avonte David questionable. He practiced on Friday, though. Emeka Egbuka LP on today, which is wild.
Oh,
he's actually questionable and he's not even out. So, oh my God. Add Mike Evans to the card if he is playing for a touchdown. He did fully practiced today.
Mm.
So this feels like Bucks magic. They win. However, it's a weird thing that happens, I think, when a team gets just pantsed on national television and then comes right back on a national television spot. I think there's an overcorrection. People assume they're going to stink again.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this was the first kind of post Ben Johnson eek moment because they were a team that used a lot of play action the first 5 games of the year, and the Chiefs are dead last against defending play action. And the Lions didn't go to play action much on Sunday Night Football. They tried to cheat for a touchdown and got caught, despite the New York call in. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. You got to get the play right. And Dan Campbell has a knack for not fine tuning these wonky trick plays that they're trying to catch someone off guard. Clean it up.
Be honest. You're
up.
You're Dan Campbell, and you're supposed to be the tough guys, the bullies, the Lions, and you run an oop-de-doo trick play on the 1-yard line. Man up, dude.
Well, they did an oop-de-doop trick play against the Cowboys a couple years ago, and
that's right.
Called the guy eligible.
That's right. Now, hey, look, the Lions are one of those teams that who have you played? They lost to the Packers week 1. They beat the Bears. They beat the Ravens. They beat the Browns. They beat the Bengals. They got smoked by the Chiefs. So the 2 good teams they played, they have gotten beaten by 13 or 14 points.
And they're another team playing a couple more good teams after this. So like going 4-3 here could be trouble. The Bucks finished the last point. They are second to worst behind the Chiefs in defending play action. So you'd hope after the Lions lose on Monday or Sunday night, they go and say, why didn't we play Lions football? And they go play Lions football on Sunday night, they win. However, the secondary is Swiss cheese and Baker Mayfield. It's cooking up a Reuben. So
I
don't know.
I don't know either. I think this is
67% on the Bucks. I feel like this is like classic NFL where the Lions come back and win.
I think so too. I don't think the Bucks, because before the Niners game, the Bucks had played 1-score games every single game, like walk-off winning games. And then they beat the Niners by 11.
Yeah, this almost feels like all these guys that are injured and going to try to play could like take the second half off after it's like 17-7 and Lions drive to get a few. It's 20. We'll just take the foot off the gas, get healthy for next week. We got a tough schedule coming up. So,
yeah, Lions minus 4.5. Final game, 10 p.m. ESPN. The Houston Texans, are they on a winning streak? I don't know. Plus 3.5 on the road at Seattle. Seattle 4-2. Texans 2-3. Texans trying to claw their way back. I don't know if this is a place to do it, but holy moly, what does travel is defense, and the Texans defense is absolutely filthy. Their defense, the Browns defense, and who's the others that is just the Broncos, just nasty defenses. And the only issue is whenever Sam Darnold gets pressure, he is a vending machine, just popping out fumbles and turnovers and so on and so forth. You make Sam Darnold comfortable, he turns into a Easter bunny pooping out Easter eggs / footballs. Do we trust the Seahawks minus 3.5? The JSN show, Jackson Smith and Jigba, the Kenny Walker and the Charbonnet. Can the Texans offense rekindle the old Ravens performance? Because the Texans, I don't know. I
feel like we've talked ill of the Seahawks home field advantage in this podcast this year. However, it's a perfect recipe for a crappy offensive line, and the Texans' offensive line is crap. We're going to see the false starts. We're going to see the holding penalties. They're going to be a disaster. Not going to be able to communicate. I think they're going to be very, very uncomfortable. Additionally, you talk defense. Texans. I want to point you to the Seahawks defense, who is second defending the run. What did we say 10 minutes ago? Good teams can pound the rock and run the ball. Texans can't save their life. Who's a running back? They stink. second against the run. They're third in quarterback hits, second in quarterback hurries, third in sacks. I think this is a Seattle prime time. You're going to get Lisa Salter stepping away from the microphone and be like, oh my God, it's so loud here. Yeah, because the microphone works. It took you dumb. Seahawks, -3.
Oh, look at that. Yuck, last game sucks. Nothing for the late Monday night game. Oh, he also said the Willie Parker era wasn't fast. Willie Parker, baby.
Hey, Willie Parker won a Super Bowl.
Willie Parker can get
a
fast. And the Texans are on a winning streak. They've beaten they beat the Titans 26-0, and then they beat the wheels off of the Ravens. So they played two terrible teams.
Yeah,
but nonetheless, a winning streak. So, man, the Texans they could easily be 3-2 or 4-1. Looking at their schedule, they also have a brutal schedule coming up.
Well, yeah, they choked that Tampa Bay last time. They played on Monday already this year and choked it away.
Yep. Well, there you go. Any revenge game in that one? No, Mike McDonald. No. Two defensive head coaches though. Miko Ryans, Mike McDonald. So, all right, let's run through them from the top. Here we go. Jaguars +2.5 in London hosting the Rams. Technically. Saints +5.5 in Chicago. Browns -2.5 in Cleveland against the Dolphins. Chiefs -12.5 hosting the Raiders. Eagles -2.5 in Minnesota. Jets +1.5 hosting the Panthers. Titans +7.5 hosting the Patriots. Broncos -6.5 hosting the Giants. Chargers -1.5 hosting the Colts. Cardinals +6.5 hosting the Packers. Cowboys +2.5 hosting the Commanders. 49ers -3.5 hosting the Falcons. Lions -4.5 hosting the Buccaneers. And then the Seahawks -3.5 hosting the Texans. And total points for Tampa Bay, total points for Detroit. I think it's a 24-31 type deal. I think the Bucs have a chance to go down. Well, no. I think Jared Goff has the game-winning drive. Houston at Seattle. What's the total?
31-24. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Look, I did that math on my own. I wasn't even looking at the screen.
Total for Houston, total for Seattle. What do we think? You pick that one.
24-10.
Seattle?
Yeah.
The Texans defense is
good. 31-10, but
there we go. Lock it in, folks. That's 14-0 if I've ever seen it.
All right, so I got a little update for you.
Let's do it.
I did Jerome Ford, Rashee Rice, Dallas Goedert, Cortland Sutton. One touchdown. Because, I know we said Rashee Rice 2, but pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. We'll take those 4 players to score a touchdown for plus 12,998.
Oh.
Additionally, there was a tight end one that flew in here, but that's Goddard again twice. I don't know if I want to double dip on the Goddard. Yeah, who am I to say no to Dallas Goedert? Hunter Henry, Dallas Goedert, Travis Kelce, 24-37.
Could throw Kittle in there because he's back.
Oh, he's back. Let's get Kittle in there. There you go.
Because he is.
Zach Ertz, too. I'm putting Zach Ertz in there, too.
Because he is playing. I just got an update. He is playing.
Kittle. We're going to take Goddard out of that one. Okay. So we'll put Ertz and Kittle. So Kittle, Ertz, Henry, Kelce, plus 43.58.
Whoa. 43.58.
Yeah.
That'll get you some Christmas money right there.
Real quick. Well, the other one's 10 to win 1,200.
I like that.
What a card. What a card. What a card.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Week 7 NFL Pick'em Show. It is late. We're going to go to bed. We're going to wake up in less than however many hours, and there's going to be football as you're eating breakfast, drinking your coffee at 9:30. If you go to church, that sort of thing. Go follow us on all social medias at the Millie Goats everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Good Pods, so on and so forth. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We have over 100, at least 100 people watching. Well, over 100. I know that. So everybody piling in here on a late Saturday night. Come back next week. Actually, come back tomorrow night, too, because we have the recap of the NFL and college football weekends. Enjoy the Frank Reich versus Mike Norvell, Florida State Stanford game. We will see you tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that where Frank Reich is?
He's at Stanford. Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck brought him back.